Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Linea large indoor-outdoor wall sconce. This is going to be the 2026 largest of the three. Check them all out. So this is made to be an outdoor fixture. I will go over construction a little later in the video, but I think this is so interesting looking that you could use this inside. I would put this probably flanking a fireplace, maybe in coastal burnished steel to brighten it up a little bit, in kind of a, let's say a mountain house, a mountain ski house, if I was specifying. There could be really great applications for this. It has this whole cool sculptural quality, a little Frank Lloyd Wright, a little modernist. You can tweak it with finishes, but I think it'd be a cool thing to use inside. Let's get into details about it. It is 41.3 inches tall, so it's a good size. Width on it is 9, and projection coming out from the wall, 7.1. So the mounting height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the junction box. This is what you guys have on your wall, is coming in at 23.8. Backplate is 26.4 by 7.3, and it's not that heavy. It's made out of aluminum. It's only 10.6 pounds, so it just goes on a standard junction box. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, how everything goes together. It's going to show you great line drawings of the inside of this fixture, the setup of the light bulbs, how it goes onto your junction box. Lots of good details there. It's going to be two glass rain shields that are going to go over your sockets themselves and your LEDs. So just keep an eye out for that. And then let's talk about what you can get out of this for light. So don't forget, this is a dark sky friendly fixture, so the whole idea is that light's going down, not up into the air. So it's going to be using two of these, and these are two G9 sockets. We use them on a lot of different fixtures. And again, the bulbs are pointing down, the rain shields go over that. Light is going to wash down the wall, hit the ground. So you could use this in applications like in walkways, stairways, by the front door, so you can get some nice light down. The bulbs that you're going to be using, Hubbardton recommends a 7-watt LED, and there are a bunch of them out there in the world. So these are phosphorus LEDs that you can get, which are kind of cool. These are the ones you're going to see probably more of out in the marketplace, and these are called cob LEDs. They look like corn cobs, which are pretty cool. So a 7-watt LED is going to give you the equivalent, depending on the manufacturer that you buy your bulb from a 60-watt to a 70-watt incandescent. So that's quite a bit of light. And let's see, that's like 650 to 800 lumens, again, depending on who you buy your bulb from. So that's per bulb, and you're going to have two bulbs in this, don't forget. So that's something to keep in mind. The color of the light coming out of those bulbs is going to vary quite a bit. So when you're out in the marketplace looking around, make sure you take note of that. 2700 Kelvin is super yellow, like a setting sun. Way on the other side of that is going to be called daylight, which sounds like it should be a warm light, like sunlight, but it is not a warm light. That is 4000 Kelvin. And that is kind of like an overcast day, convenience store light. You've seen that before. In the middle of all that, what we use in our showroom is warm white, soft white, and that's the light coming down from this LED above me onto this table. So you can see how nice this looks. That's kind of my recommendation. And you'll see them all offered to you, but that's the one that we usually use here. It's also a dimmable fixture. If you do want to dim it, just make sure you talk to your installer about that. Most people are not going to dim these kind of fixtures outside. Why bother? You might be using this though inside, like I said, flanking a fireplace in a dining room, maybe in a living room. In that case, you might want to get a dimmable fixture, dimmable bulb, sorry. If you're wondering what this would look like in your project, an easy way to find out is to email us a picture. So email us a picture of the room you're working with. We have very powerful AI tools. We can take this fixture, put it into your room, send that image back to you, so you're going to see a full color rendering, just how it would look if it was there. It doesn't cost you a penny. Very easy. Just send us a picture, tell us what you'd like us to do it, and we'll go for it for you. Let's talk about dark sky compliant and dark sky friendly, because that comes up quite a bit. So there's a company in the United States, a private corporation, that owns the rights, trademark, to dark sky, the whole thing. So dark sky compliant fixtures have to go through rigorous testing to produce what's called a data sheet. And the data sheet is going to show you like where the light leaves the fixture, how much light leaves the fixture, is it going up, is it going down, all of those little things. So that data sheet is something that's going to be provided by the lighting manufacturer to Dark Sky, because Dark Sky is the one that actually sets up the compliance and sets up all the parameters of what can be Dark Sky, right off Dark Sky compliant, we'll call it that, right off the bat. But Dark Sky International charges a really hefty fee, a very expensive fee, to use that label on each lighting fixture one by one. There's a lot of lighting manufacturers in the United States that instead of buying that label, what they do is they just produce the fixtures up to the standards of Dark Sky and call it Dark Sky friendly, and Hubbardton Forge is one of those. There's no real reason, a big reason to buy the label when you're actually making the fixture to the specs that they want anyway. So doesn't that make sense? So a couple things about that as well. So if you're going in front of an HOA, a zoning administrator, a lighting inspector, and they're going to want a Dark Sky compliant fixture, there's a couple things you can do. You can reach out to us, get those data sheets, have them watch the video, this video on whichever fixture you're doing, and also they can do a couple other things. So we can take our powerful AI tools that we have now, which is really great. We can take a picture of your fixture, and we can take a picture that you provide to us of your project. So it could be, and it could be outside. If you still want to do this inside, you're not looking for a Dark Sky certificate. That doesn't matter, inside stuff. But you can still send us a picture of your home theater, of your living room, or whatever. We can still take this fixture, use our AI tools, place it in there, and send you the image back. If you're using this outside and you're going in front of that board, that homeowners association or building inspector or whatever, it's a good idea to do that anyway. We can actually take these fixtures, you send us a picture of your house or your building or whatever you're doing, we place them on there, we get the data sheets, send them out to you, so when you do go in front of that board, you have a lot of ammo to work with them. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. On those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.